Okay, so this is my 92 GMC pickup truck, and I was looking to reattach the cargo light, which sits on the outside of the cab, right back up there, and I couldn't find that wire. So I had to go looking for it. Now, I don't ever remember taking it down, but I did have the rear window replaced, so maybe the glass guy did it for me. I don't really know how or why, but long story short, I found all of that wire all rolled up and stuffed down into that little area. So to go looking for it, of course, I had to remove the trim. There's a lot of crap holding on the trim. So let's get to some of it here. So first off, up at this hole here is the seat belt. Gets fastened up there, and that little screw hole there is for one of those little coat hanger clips or whatever. And so that bolt, and there's a bolt that holds, let's see, that piece right there to the floor. In that hole, you can just see the back of it right there. And then there's one more bolt. They're all toric T50s. Okay, and they were in there pretty good. I had used that breaker bar to get them out. But those two, that one and that one, need to come out before you can take off any trim. So then with the back piece, there's a piece that just goes across here. So we're gonna switch over to that so I can show you what they were. So I'll lay it out here in the back of the trunk. Just so you know, this is a 30-year-old truck, and I broke the crap out of a lot of this stuff. So this is the one that goes across the back, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clips, and all of them but that one and that one broke off when I removed it, and also broke off this piece here. Now I still don't know if that repair is going to hold, but these tabs on both ends slide under this piece here, right in that corner, I think, if I remember correctly, on both sides. Anyway, they have a hole in them, which you would think was for a screw, but there was no screw. And anyway, so when pulling this one out, I busted that off, and I tried to put it back together with PVC glue, and I glued a piece of flat belt PVC pipe on the back. We'll see if that holds it well enough to hold it up. Anyway, so I had to reattach all of these clips that I broke off, and these three here I reattached with JB Weld, and these three here, there's another, it's JB Weld product, but it's not the gray stuff. It was just some kind of glue, and hopefully it'll hold together long enough to get that back up. So you need to take this piece off here, this big one, to actually get access to this. That's how come I broke this. I took it out without removing the big piece. But to remove the big piece, there's a whole rigmarole you got to go through. So you have to take off both pieces of the seat belt, and then what we have here is, this is the bottom piece, okay? And on the bottom piece, there are two screw holes. They're long Phillips screws, that one and that one there. And then this piece here holds, there's a plastic wastebasket like thing that sits down in there for, I don't know what this is, a cubby of some kind. Anyway, so on here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 4 of the clips. I didn't break any of these, as I recall. Let me take a look. I'm actually surprised at that. Some of them did stay in the door and I had to pull them back out. But what I did break was, this is where the armrest sits. Well, under the armrest, this piece is screwed to the cab through 2 screw holes here. Well, that one didn't want to come out, and I ended up drilling it out and breaking the plastic. So I'm in the process of trying to recreate some plastic there so that I'll have something to screw through to hold that snug to the wall when I put the grip back on. Now this piece here, this one's the jewel. Those are the 2 holes I told you where the armrest is held against here. And that's the one I broke. Anyway, that hole there is where the top of the seatbelt went, and the hole above it is that little hook I mentioned for, I don't know what the hell that's called, for hangers. And that's where the seatbelt comes out the top. Anyway, on this one, a lot more damage, I guess. So this one has a bajillion clips. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 damn clips on here. I'm pretty sure the only 2 that actually out and out broke were those 2 there in the corner. And as you can see, I've reattached them with JB Weldon. We'll see how that works out when I try and put it back in. Anyhow, so that, I think it's important to know where all those stupid clips were. And so, you know, obviously the bottom one has the 4, which is, you know, 1, 2, 3, and I think, I'm trying to remember where the other one is. Maybe hiding behind the stool. But that top piece has, you know, the 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's 2 right along the side of the back window. 10, 11. All right, so I'll be trying to put that back in, and hopefully that'll be it. There's one of the seatbelt bolts I took out. That's a toric. I said they were in there really good. So, which I suppose for seatbelts, that's how they're supposed to be. And anyway, we'll find out what happens when I put them together. But anyhow, that wire, that wasn't right. Okay, I had to take it out of that drawer, and then I removed the speaker there, which just has 4, I think there's 7mm bolts, so just so I could see inside. I took that piece off with the 50mm toric up there in that corner, and ran that wire up through there, out this hole. Now see, there's two wires. There's the one that's hanging. To be honest with you, I have no idea what that goes to. And the one that's hanging down, which is the one for the cargo light. And once I get that put back in, I'll be able to reassemble it. This back panel piece, the guy who repaired my window did an excellent job repairing my window, but unfortunately he stuck a lot of my trim to the window. So that piece doesn't want to let go at all. You just supposedly pop this out and then lift it up. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's got a grip and it ain't gonna. Anyhow, and I'm not chasing it down. Well, I did forget to mention one thing. The seat belt, there's a square ring right there. It just sits on there. That post is where the back attachment is for the seat belt. And then once you put the back seat in that little, let's go here, that little hole there, there's 2 holes, one on that side and of course this side here. Those are what the back seat sits on, and it's also the attachment point for the seat belts. So anyway, I thought maybe this information might be useful to someone. If not, tough shit. All right. Have, have a great day. Bye.